What's up, community? How everyone is feeling today? Welcome back to another live stream, and today we have so much to do. Like literally so much to do. Excited to see everyone once again. What's up, Dukaten? How you doing? Agel, how you doing? CBT Mao, Moda, GC3217, how you doing, dude? Guzman, how you doing? Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Mesh Manuel, how you doing? Adrian, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. What's up, Tiago Santos? How you doing? Danning Clem Blanco here on Twitch. Clem Blanco changed to Twitch. That's a good idea, man. Twitch is just way better for live streaming. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? Nice to see you, dude. Isgard, how you doing? Taylor merged your first pull request. Congratulations. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome, man. I still remember when Taylor merged my first pull request on the framework. Probably one of the best days of my life, I must be honest. So excited to see that you got your, your first pull request Laravel merged. Baznet, how you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Potter, how you doing? Awesome day. I must be honest, I just finished my daily work literally 20 minutes ago. So that was a busy day. I won't lie, a busy day, but excited to live stream just after that. So what's up, AJ Zach? How you doing? Luis, how you doing? Richard as well. Oh my God, that's awesome to see everyone back to another live stream. How is the music? Is the music okay? Let me know. Today we have a busy day, a busy live stream. We are going to literally prepare a conference talk on this live stream. The burgers last Saturday, thanks for asking, they were awesome. I went, with this chicken. I'm actually a big fan of chicken burger. I know, it's not like the favorite thing ever for everyone, but I'm a big fan of chicken burger. So, hi Paulo, nice to see you, dude. How you doing? What's up, Davies? How you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Yeah, Twitch overall is just a little bit better for live streaming. I won't lie, dude. If you want the real streaming experience, go to YouTube, to Twitch, All right, dudes, today we have a busy day, so we need to get started on this, okay? Today, we are going to literally prepare a conference talk, okay? So, I will tell you, how exactly I do things from scratch. This is the only slide I have at the moment. I only have this slide, which is the main slide. And so I need to do the slides, I need to prepare the topics, I need to come up with something here, and also with some sort of live coding. I like live coding, I just feel comfortable doing live coding. So I guess we can start by knowing you a little bit, that information for you all. Do you guys already have done a conference talk in the past? Does any of you have done like a meetup or a conference talk in the past? And if yes, how do you feel about that? Do you like giving talks or not really? I can start by myself. I don't... How do I explain this? I don't think I ever enjoyed giving a talk on stage. So I always get anxious. I always get nervous. It's a bunch of work. And, at the end it kind of pays off a little bit because, I get the opportunity of traveling a little bit, but also... feels good to meet people like me, geek people who love, programming and coding. That feel good, Thomas is saying, I did the live conference about Livewire and I was nervous as fuck. Dude, I know that feeling. I know that feeling, I remember being at Laracon US, giving a talk. I can actually show you. Let me show you. If I go here, Laracon US, Nuno... Maduro. It was this the one with the smoke? I can't remember, but I do remember that every single time I'm about to enter on stage, I'm about to throw up, literally, almost throwing up every time I go on stage. The first 30 seconds are the worst 30 seconds of my life. But then it gets better while I'm doing the talk. So I don't think that is a way of not being nervous, basically, That's just my overall feeling. Clan Blanco is saying, I have done a talk internally at my company I work for, not in the conference. Interesting. Good evening, how you doing, dude? Welcome to the live stream. Louise is saying, my window designer is telling me that the PHP tooling needs to be aligned with modern. Oh yeah, there is a bunch of work to do regarding this talk, you know, a bunch of work to do. But that being said, let's just get started, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I just basically clone the repo I have. The repo I have of my previous past 3 talk. So as you can see, a bunch of this stuff is no longer relevant for this new talk I'm giving. So I feel like the first step is literally align some of this information, okay? So let's move here into PHP Storm real quick. Yeah, let's go to PHP Storm and kind of prepare a little bit the slides of the things I want. My very first slide usually is the things I need to do when I'm about to enter on stage. You know, I don't want to have to memorize or literally put everything on my head about the things I need to do before entering on stage. So my very first slide is literally a slide for myself, you know, and this is literally the stuff I had for LataCon US last year. Like right here, you are literally seeing everything I had for LataCon US last year. Let's change here the font. As usual, it wouldn't be a stream if I didn't start by changing the font. Let's put here maybe 23. Yeah, there we go. Clan Blanco is saying, giving a talk is something I would like to do at some point, I think. Curious to see how you approach it. Yeah, I mean, there is no easy way, literally. Just getting started and prepare a bunch of slides and rehearse, you know? I rehearsed these talks a bunch of times, and to the point where it is just basically muscle memory, you know? Nexa is saying, I got at the same crazy stage. Friday before I go on stage to DJ, I would have a full panic attack. Oh my god, dude. But yeah, there is no easy way. I feel like I will always be nervous and it will always be a bunch of work preparing a talk, you know? But yeah, so first thing I need to ensure Wi-Fi is off and notifications is off. So I don't like to rely on internet connection. Like, one tip I can give you about conferences talks is that never rely on external factors, you know? You just basically prevent any side effect of going wrong. Internet connection is one of them. You are in the conference with 1,000 people. The possibility of having bad internet connection is huge. So, you know, the first thing I like to ensure is that my conference talk have 0 dependencies with internet connection, okay? So Wi-Fi off and notifications off because my laptop is always connected to my phone and I want to avoid that I get like literally messages from my wife while I'm on stage. The second thing is that I like to jump into the folder itself and make sure I git reset hard any kind of, you know, change I have made to the presentation before I go to stage. I'm not yet using Aaron Francis' is Fusion package. Not yet. Have you tried it already? Does anyone have tried Aaron Francis' is Fusion package? I haven't yet. I haven't. So here I'm gonna put something like to do reset git of talk, because basically all my talk will be on GitHub, including the full Laravel repo I use for live coding. So every single time I do a Laravel talk, basically, I like to do some live coding in every single element of the app, including the vendor directory. So I do commit the vendor directory is going to GitHub. So if I do git add-p or git add p reset hard, I literally get everything I had on vendor on the last time I've committed things, you know? But yeah, here will be PHP Storm. I think I'm gonna put here git reset of the talk plus opening the project on PHP Storm. Okay, so I know I don't need this. I will need obviously PHP Storm in one window, plus I will need deck set on another window. That's for sure. So deck set on another window. I do use deck set for presentations. What do you guys use for presentations, by the way? If any of you have done anything like this in the past. I like deck set. I feel it's awesome. It's literally Markdown, you know? So I use Markdown for my presentations. If I go here to the index.md, I literally have the slides just like so, you know? And this will end up literally just building slides like this, you know? I like this because most of my talk is literally live coding, so I don't need a bunch of slides anyways, okay? So opening PHP Storm on window full screen with terminal down. What is my first file open? Plus this side, the first file opened. T is an alias, a test for alias. No. Basically T, like what I had before. The T means move yourself to the talks folder. Okay, so I have an alias where basically T meant CD talks or whatever, because I was constantly moving around and I wanted like one single letter for moving to my talks folder. So T was about that. Okay, so I don't need Firefox, hopefully, for this talk, and I don't need anything like this. Okay, so this should be enough. This should be enough. Okay, what is my first slide though? So this is my first slide. What is my second slide? Okay, first slide, literally just, you know, making sure I have the setup ready to go. Second slide is who I am, right? So I'm gonna move here this Twitter banner to the top. I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Here we go. So I'll be announced on stage. Say welcome to Nuno Maduro, and I will say, what's up community, it's Nuno here. In case you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, software engineer from Portugal. I work for BAM, and then I will display the slide of Laravel real quick. Dudes, I'm being a little bit open here, okay? I'm gonna just tell you everything I do while I'm preparing my talks, okay? If anything I'm doing at the moment sounds silly, I apologize in advance. But it's just simply the way I prepare my talks, okay? I literally like to go from scratch. So the next slide will be where do I work, which will be the Laravel one, like this. Here we go. The Laravel slide will be full screen. For any reason, it's not being full screen. Okay, so if anything looks silly, just forgive me in advance, okay? It's just the way I prepare talks. Software engineer from Portugal. I'm also a core engineer at Laravel and the creator of one of the most popular testing frameworks in the world, Past PHP. Today, I'm here to BAM, and then will be the topic of the talk, which will be this one, right? So here we go, modern PHP tooling. Okay, so one cool thing about DeckSet, which is this tool I'm using, by the way, one cool thing about this is that you can literally tweak the slides very easily by going here. And you can select like different slides if you want to, different styles. You can change the coloring of your slides so quickly. So typically the last thing I do is update the coloring in the font and make the slides a little bit better. You know what I mean? I do feel, now I'm going to tell you something. Clem Blanco is saying I would Photoshop out the edit profile button. Now that's a good thing. However, I will only touch my slides once I feel I'm fully ready for the talk. I do feel like that sometimes people spend too much time in their slides, okay? I have this rule that I always say to myself, which is 90% rehearsal the talk, 10% polishing slides, okay? And people sometimes do the opposite. They spend like literally 60% of the time making the slides pretty, and then they are just so nervous on stage that they don't do a good delivery, So typically I like to recommend the people that just invest a bunch rehearsing your talk. Just do your talk over and over again, and if you have time, polish the slides, because I do feel that the audience really likes to have a very good delivery. Okay, I just described it you. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, this tool is called deck set. Okay, I'm gonna send you the website. Okay, deck set. There we go. Sabri, how you doing? From Egypt. That's awesome, man. Yeah, this is deck set basically. Okay, it's an awesome tool. You can do amazing slides. So if you don't know, for example, Weathen, when he made that legendary presentation, call it Cruddy by Design, he actually did everything from deck set. Okay, so it's basically Markdown. It's the only thing I do, and you can pretty much do everything from Markdown. So if I have time, I will polish these slides, which I probably won't. So I want something quick and fast so I can work on my delivery, Yeah, that was fast, man. I literally write Markdown. That's it. As you can see, it's literally Markdown. Here, for example, I type, I want you to put this image, and I want that image to fit the entire screen. Then I want to use this background color. Then I want you to use this image. Then I want you to use this title, but I want to put in italic the title below. So this is like the, where I am at the moment. This one, Modern PHP Tooling, you see? Aspo is saying, I would appreciate any advice. Love your stream. Sorry if I am interrupting. What is your question exactly? Sorry, I may have missed it. But yeah, so let's go from the beginning. What's up, Laracon? Blah, 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 blah. My name is Nuno. I do work for Laravel. I'm also the creator of one of the most popular testing frameworks in the world, Past PHP. Today, I'm here to talk about modern PHP tooling. I'm going to show you everything I know regarding starting a fresh, new, and modern PHP project. Of course, for today's demo, we are going to use Laravel, which is blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I feel like I want to organize this talk and a bunch of very important topics regarding modern PHP tooling. And in the recent lives, we actually have talked a little bit about modern PHP tooling. If you guys can remember, we started to work on this project called Penstorm. And if I go to the composer.json, we do have a bunch of modern PHP tooling in our chest script, right? This is kind of what I want to focus this talk on. As I was saying, I have a serious question I need help with. I want to learn LAMP stack, and I find it hard to learn PHP. Dude, I think the best answer for you is indeed Laracas. Laracas is this website where not only me, probably a bunch of these viewers have learned PHP from. Okay, this is literally the place where I have learned PHP development. And now they have like this crazy page, call it Laracas Path, where they teach you everything you need to know about PHP for beginners, object-oriented PHP, 30 days to learn Laravel, eloquent relations. This is probably the way to go, okay? If you want advice, start with the PHP beginners, which is probably free. And then, if you reach a point where you need literally a license to a subscription, go for the lifetime subscription if you really like the website. I talk from experience, the lifetime subscription is the best, okay? Jeffrey is good. It's crazy that everyone loves Jeffrey Way. It's awesome. Camus is saying that the old path is free. Oh, maybe. I don't even know. Probably it is. It might be. It might be free, actually. All of it. So, if it is, awesome. Oh my god, there's so many stuff. So you mean that all of this stuff is free? That's crazy. Anyway, if you need to run PHP, this is literally the place, okay? All right, let's move forward. Modern PHP tooling, blah, blah, blah. And then we need to talk about what we are going to talk about, okay? So typically when I start a new talk, I like to kind of give a hint to the users about, or to the audience, what I'm about to present. Because I'm not announcing anything. So if I do a talk about past 4, you know, I'm gonna say something like, I have 3 brand new things to show you. And then I go, thing number 1, and I bam, show. Then I go, thing number 2, and then I show. Thing number 3, which will be the big announcement, bam, browser testing for past PHP. That's it. You know, but on this talk, this will be a little bit different on the sense that I'm giving like a practical talk, something that I'm teaching people what is modern PHP. So I feel like I want to start with a bunch of different topics. So what I will do here is I'm going to go into the Panstorm package.json file. I'm going to just grab some ideas from this file. Okay. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to just, you know, put some ideas here. So Pint, Reactor, type coverage, or maybe past type coverage, type pose, which is with pack. What else? We have, of course, PHP Stan. This will have as well code coverage. Let me know if you guys think some of the topics that we should have here. My goal, Canada, is kind of giving an overview of what people can have in their apps. So what I will tell them is kind of what I've showed to you guys on the previous live streams, where, you know, I showed that you should have type safety, and then why. You should have type coverage, and then why. You should have code coverage, and then why. You should have Reactor PHP, and then why. You know what I mean? This is type safety, I would say. Yeah. Code. Yeah, this is kind of already, you know. All right, but what do you guys think about this overall? Intelligence. Oh, you mean like having a topic just about, for example, PHP Storm, perhaps? Because there's a few things about PHP Storm that I could probably show, you know. Deldo is saying pure PHP with no framework for the win. I don't think you should start PHP with no framework, by the way. I do think you should start PHP with Laravel, because it's literally the most powerful framework in the world. I'm gonna put here below PHP Storm and AI auto-completion, but I'm not sure I want to talk about this. I do feel we have a lot to talk about regarding only tooling already, you know what I mean? Lancelot Gamer is asking, how about PHP CS Fixer? Well, Pint is kind of PHP CS Fixer, you know? Opinionated, but it is literally PHP CS Fixer. Okay, so let's go with type coverage, code coverage. Let's start removing some of this stuff here. So type coverage, pack PHP, Pint. Do I want to talk about parallel testing? Perhaps. PHP Stan, Reactor, and then I will have here all of them combined. Here we go. Let's for now remove PHP Storm and AI auto-completion, at least for now, okay? I could potentially talk about mutation testing. I do feel, I don't know if you guys are familiar with mutation testing on past, but it's literally as easy as typing past php -- mutate. But I do feel like mutation testing is such a hard topic, you know? It's such a hard topic that if I go down that path, I will lose everyone, you know what I mean? But I will put here a section of good to have, okay? Mutation tabs, testing, we can talk about snapshot testing. Thank you so much, Luis, for that. Oh, debugging, very good topic. In theory, we could just mention DD for debugging, you know, like as a modern developing thing, you know, as a modern tool. You never heard about Rector in Pack? Oh, dude, okay, dude. I have literally a video about that topic. Rector PHP is just the best, literally, you know. Preacher is for JavaScript, so we're going to focus a little bit on PHP only. Usky, yeah, PHP that is whiskey, I think, which you could probably talk about, but let's see if we have the time. I'm gonna put here whiskey. I think it's whiskey, right? I mean, I give the name to the tool. Let me see. PHP whiskey. There we go. Yeah, whiskey, it's literally like a project that uses Git hooks, meaning that you cannot commit anything without running your test suite first. Okay? Ooh, stress testing. Good point. Very good point. Very good point, Bart. Thank you so much for that. Let's add stress testing to the good to have, though. It's kind of... It's a cool thing to demo, though, you know, stress testing. But it does feel like probably overwhelming for people on the audience, okay? Now, a very important thing to keep in mind, folks, a very important thing is that when you are giving a conference talk, make sure you don't overwhelm people, okay? So basically, once you have your list of topics, combine them to only like 30% of everything you are about to do, you know? Because sometimes people, they have too much information, too much slides, and they just lose everyone. I want to make sure I don't make that mistake, okay? Yusin is saying, Nunu, can you check your DMs? Dude, I don't check DMs. I really apologize. If you want, you can go to my Discord channel, and there is a channel with the name Ask Nunu, I think. Oh, Composer Scripts. Composer Scripts, very good one, very good one. I'm gonna put that at the end. That's what I meant, by the way, for all of them combined. So let's put here Composer Scripts, absolutely. We could talk about Git hooks. So basically, whiskey is about that, by the way. This project is about literally that. Git hooks, okay? Git hooks. Architectural testing, of course. Oh my god, there will be so much topic to cover. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, architectural testing. Of course we have to talk about architectural testing. Of course we have to talk about that. GitHub Actions. That goes to the good to have, I think. Because it's such a big topic, you know. I know. You need a 3-hour talk. Dude, oh, I forgot to tell you. The talk is literally 30 minutes. Fucking 30 minutes. What I'm supposed to do in 30 minutes. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm happy or sad. Deldo is saying, use a Psalm or PHPMD. So I don't like, well, basically I like PHP Stand over Psalm. And PHPMD, I'm not a fan. And now I need to choose 30% of this list, exactly. So something as well I would like to talk about is, you guys remember when we talked on Panstorm about the things I always do on my, oh my god, the things I always do on my app service provider? So if I go to my app service provider, you guys know that I typically like to have this set of defaults like prohibit disruptive commands, configure dates. And, you know, I don't know if I want to talk about this because it's literally about modern PHP tooling. I don't feel it fits a little bit, you know. This is more Laravel specific. I'm gonna still put this on the good to have. Oh my god, the music, it's like so bad. Let's change the music, folks. You guys liked the Brazilian one, right? Let's see, let's see, let's see. I think this is the one, right? Ooh, Mthabad is saying, do you guys have a solution for when I write .env or env as a function, always return null? So I'm going to tell you something, my friend. The reason why you are having null when you use, actually this may do a good segment. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Sometimes people ask me, like, why in the hell my env function is returning null or whatever, okay? So the reason why your env function is returning null, it's because it was not meant to be used in your code to begin with, okay? The env function should only be used in your configuration folder, basically, okay? So if you use your env function right here, this will work as expected. However, if you use your env function outside of the configuration folder, do you know what may happen? Is that you might get null right here. This typically happens because your deploy script have something like PHP artisan config cache or cache config, which effectively instructs Laravel to every time you call the env function, it should now return null because the configuration has already been cached. Okay, so to ensure this never happens, what you have to do is the following. You have to use the env helper or function only in your configuration folder, and then if you need to access some configuration file, you can do it just like so. You just type config, and then you access your config keys just like so, just like magic. Okay, bam, bam, boom. And we do have an architectural pass rule for that. Indeed, if you want to make sure this if you want to make sure that this will never happen in the future, what you can do is very simple. You go to your test suite and you create this architectural test.php file. You open the PHP script tag and you type the following magic. You type architectural preset Laravel. And just like magic, you will never, and just like magic, this prevents of using the env function outside. Oh my god. And just like magic, this will prevent you from using the env function outside of the configuration folder. Nice. Yeah, that's right, dude. So basically, just make sure you use the config function, basically. Okay. Is config cache? Okay, that's why. Oh, no way I'm talking about Docker. No way, dude. No way. Okay. All right, folks. We do have a bunch of stuff to cover already, I feel. Let's go here into my index.md. Config cache caches the configuration file folder, and the clear does clear that cache, basically. Go to the Discord channel. You can make those questions over there. Okay, so folks, let's get started. I feel like we should start by Pint, literally, because it's probably a thing they are very familiar with. So I like to organize my talk from the less cool to the best cool in the world, you know what I mean? So I want to finish potentially with, definitely with composer scripts, but I want to finish with architectural testing because I feel like that's the most sexy to demo, you know what I mean? Parallel testing is not as new anymore, so we can put this on the past first thing. So let's do pint, pack, rector, PHP stand, and then we jump to past. Parallel testing, type coverage, code coverage, architectural testing, and we finalize all of this with composer scripts. Okay, I do feel that composer scripts, we are going to show them while we are demoing things, so we don't actually have to have composer scripts at the end. I mean, we can finalize by having the final one, meaning that we go one by one, just like this. Right. Yeah, we go on one by one, just like this, and then we finalize saying, and something you should have is a way to combine all of the composer scripts into a single one. And to do that, you can just simply type test and then include all of your isolated scripts. So if you have to run your entire test suite, the only thing you have to do is type composer test. Okay? Maybe it's not a lot. Let's see how it goes, okay? If it's a lot to fit in 30 minutes, I feel like there is a few tools like Pint PHP, which you can demo very fast, okay? Let's think a little bit, like potentially, if we start splitting the time here, so we have 30 minutes, let's put here 3 minutes for outside stuff, you know, like intro, goodbye, you know, this kind of stuff. Then we have 27 minutes left, right? 2 minutes on Pint, 2 minutes on Pack, 4 minutes on Rector, 4 minutes on PHP Stand. So here we are already 12 minutes in. Parallel testing is easy, 2 minutes. Type coverage, probably 3 minutes. Code coverage, probably 3 minutes as well. Architectural testing, probably 4 minutes, because it's a sexy one as well. And this one is like 2 minutes as well, okay? So we have 4, let's do 3 plus, okay, 5, 7, 11, 15, 17, 20, 23, 27, 29. Spooky063 is saying Caster from Jolly Code is so much sexier than Composer Scripts. Really? What is that? Can you send me the name or something that I should just Google it? What's up, Zoli? How you doing? Clem is saying run the commands manually and show the composer scripts at the end. That's actually might be a good point, okay? Actually, that may save a little bit of time during the time I'm presenting these talks, and then I will just combine them all in the composer scripts. To be fair, something I can do is have literally everything ready here, so I don't have to type everything. And then the only one I have to type is the one that includes them all, okay? I'm gonna do that already. So I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna copy paste this entire deal and just put it here, okay? Here we go, okay? Obviously something I want to do as well is install all the tools up front so I don't have to type composer requires on stage, that's for sure. Okay, Spooky is saying that we have Caster, which is way better than Composer Scripts. You guys want to check that? Let's do it. Caster is a DX-oriented text runner for PHP. That's it? Oh. Yeah, I feel like probably I need a separate stream just to explore this tool, if you don't mind. It does look cool, so congratulations. I don't know if it comes from you or not. If it doesn't, it does look cool, okay? By the way, just to close the topic regarding configuration caching, something you need to do is make sure that every time you do a deployment, you clear the cache and you recache everything, okay? Yeah, Pale is cool indeed. It's a lot of a specific tool though, so I don't know. All right, folks, time to move forward. All right, time to move forward. So first things we need to do is kind of making sure our Laravel project is ready for the demo. All right. So once we are here, we jump into this new slide where we present a little bit the things we are going to talk about, right? Obviously, it won't be all of this, so I can't remove already this stuff. I'm going to move this stuff to the end. Or just remove it completely, I think. Yeah. Let's do this. I can already remove this as well. Let's remove this minutes deal. Let's kind of present all of this nicely, okay? Ooh. How do I even... I'm wondering if I should do a little bit different here. Wondering if I should just present the problems, like linking. Yeah, a little bit like this instead. Parallel testing. Oh my god. Parallel testing, type coverage. Code coverage, architectural testing, composer script. Did I forget anything? Arch testing, code coverage, type coverage, parallel testing, PHP stand, reactor, pack, and pint. Okay. Looking better already. Yeah, Caster felt a little bit like writing code effectively, so. I do agree that in order of importance, I would put PHP stand first. I do agree with you. Okay. Linting, fixing typos, modern syntax. Okay, this looks like, you know, looks good as things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to probably get back into this slide and make this as a single title instead of just displaying everything. But let's go one by one, okay? So the first one is linking. It's the first slide I'm gonna have. And just below, I'm gonna have like the tool that allows me to do this, which is Paint. Maybe like this instead. Paint and then linking. I don't know. Oh, Rector, absolutely. Rector is the modern syntax, basically, okay? Modern syntax topic. So someone said to put PHP stand before Rector, right? So PHP stand, type checking, and then Rector for modern syntax. What is Rector like? If you could describe Rector as a tool, automated refactoring, code refactoring potentially. For me, it's more about making sure my syntax is modern. What would you guys put here, by the way? Code refactoring? Yeah, let's do that. Let's put code modernization. Yeah, code modernization. Feels better. Automatic refactoring. Yeah. Let's put code modernization. What's up, Victor? Welcome to the live stream. By the way, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love working with PHP Laravel, and I'm streaming every single day at 9 p.m. Today, I'm preparing a live conference, or a conference that we'll be doing within 2-3 weeks in India. And my goal is preparing a talk about modern PHP tooling. So I'm kind of, literally preparing the slides, preparing the live coding, and preparing what I'm about to say on the conference, okay? Okay, so we have Paint, Pack, PHP Stand, Rector. What else? Type checking with PHP Stand. I'm going to just move this a little bit. Okay, so type checking right there, modern syntax with Rector, parallel testing with past. So past is kind of, the biggest one because it does a lot of things at the moment. Do I want to... I don't know if I want to talk about parallel testing. It does feel like a good to have. I'm going to remove parallel testing because I feel it's so outdated at the moment. Like, just to confirm, does any of you doesn't know yet what is parallel testing in Laravel and on past? Can you guys confirm that parallel testing is something that pretty much everyone knows about today? What do you guys think about this? You don't know? Okay. How about the others? I'm curious about that. Okay. I guess I'm gonna put some parallel testing. Jesus Christ. You guys don't use parallel testing? It's crazy, man. It's such a big difference when you're running your test suite. Like, just to explain you a little bit the difference already. If you run past, like PHP Artisan Test, or simply vendor bin past, or simply vendor bin PHP unit, you are using only one CPU that you have in your laptop. In modern laptops, like the ones we have at the moment, they have like 12 cores or 8 cores or 16 cores. With parallel testing, you can literally run your test suite like 10 times faster, okay? So instead of waiting 5 minutes, you wait literally 20 seconds, okay? Just to explain you like the relation, like if I run the Laravel Cloud Test Suite in one CPU, it will take me probably like what, 4 minutes? But if I run it with parallel testing, especially now with my M4 Pro, it literally takes like 8 seconds or whatever. So it's so fast. Camus is asking why parallel is not the default. The reason is because some applications in PHP, especially still today, they are not quite ready for having their test suite running on parallel, because it just depends of multiple resources like DB, you know what I mean, and all those things. So they're not simply ready, you know. Okay, we may do a topic on parallel testing, I feel. Yeah, the only thing you have to do is literally type -- parallel, that's it. Anyways, parallel testing. All right, let's talk about parallel testing. I'm wondering if I can give some sort of Apple thing, like some sort of thing like uptime's faster or whatever, you know, some kind of Apple thing right here. What do you guys think? Like even to these ones on top, I could potentially do some sort of thing like this, like linting, pint linting or whatever, and then just give some sort of Apple, you know, sentence like, you know, keep things consistent, you know what I mean? What do you guys think? Keep things clean and all those cool things. What do you guys think? Okay, I do need some ideas though. Keep things clean. What else here? No more typos. There you go. No more embarrassing typos. I love ChatGPT, man. Oh my god. Catch bugs before you run it. Start deploying on Friday. What do you think about that? Start deploying on Friday. Oh my god, here I'm gonna put on reactor PHP 8.5 ready. Like a tagline, exactly, Cam. That's what I was thinking, you know? Like, be ready, you know? Like, be ready for PHP 9 in seconds or something like that, you know what I mean? Parallel testing. Less coffee breaks. Or less waiting, more coding. You know, like this sort of things. Push to prod with your eyes closed. You guys are hilarious, man. Yeah, some sort of things like this, you know what I mean? Like PHP stand, type checking, push to prod with your eyes closed. Reactor, code memorization, be ready for PHP 9 in seconds. Pass, parallel testing, less waiting, more coding. I like this. Just ship, could be cool. What's up, Pedro? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, I'm gonna open source this stuff, so if you guys have suggestions, just let me know, okay? Okay, we have type coverage as well, which is done as well with past. Know your code better. I don't like this one. Do you guys have any suggestions for type coverage? So type coverage, as you guys may well know, is this feature on past where you literally have this coverage report and you ensure as well that you have 100% of your code fully typed, like so. You know? So if you're missing a single type, I'm going to report that to you. Do you have any idea for the tagline of type coverage? What's up, Marco? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, you like the music, Ibrahim? Nice. It's Brazilian music, dude. Oh, yeah. Mutation testing, I think it's too much, dude. Mutation testing, people, I will lose people if I talk about mutation testing, I feel. Sleep like a baby, that could be a good one. That could be a good one for type coverage, to be honest. The tool I'm using for my slides, for those who just arrived, it's called a deck set, okay? It's one of my favorite tools that I use for presentations. I literally just write Markdown, and it just translates to very cool slides. Okay, type coverage, sleep like a baby. What else? We have code coverage. Oh my god, this is a lot of topics. I'm pretty sure I will have to remove a few. Code coverage. What could be a good good line about code coverage, though? By the way, if you just arrived, Nuno Maduro here, PHP and Laravel developer, also Laravel core team member. I like to pretty much, you know, stream every single day at 9 p.m., but also I publish YouTube videos every single day at 1 p.m. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, just go there right now and give me a follow, because I literally, you know, publish videos every single day at 1 p.m. By the way, a great way of supporting my work is just give me a follow and a like, of course. But just give me a follow on Twitch and YouTube. I really appreciate that. And what else I have to say? Today, I received my Lightning system, okay? Literally today. Let me show you. Oh my god, it's a big one. But it's like a big box. But I received my Lightning system, but I haven't found the time yet to literally just put everything on my desk. Clan Blanco is saying no blind spot. Could be a good one indeed. No blind spots. All right, let's put that one. Architectural testing is the last one. Keep your code base modular. Oh my god, feels a little bit too enterprisey, but I don't know. That could be a good one, Luis. Thank you. Census is saying test coverage is great but stressful. Why is that, dude? Can you explain me? Maxwell is saying, hi Nuno, you use mutation testing normally? No. So I don't use mutation testing on my Laravel applications. I use mutation testing only on my libraries. I do feel like mutation testing is overkill for web development, okay? I may end up using mutation testing for very specific classes that hold some sort of business logic, but typically I don't use mutation testing on my Laravel apps. I feel it's overkill, you know what I mean? But on my libraries, I tend to use it, though. Especially the libraries which may handle, you know, complicated things like OpenAI for PHP. I do use it, I think. So, okay, so architectural testing, keep your code base modular, and what else do we have? We have composer scripts, which is composer scripts. Automate everything. For me, composer scripts, it's more about people don't have to know how is a test suite. They only have to type test, you know? So maybe here we just say, just type composer test. Architectural testing, no more oopsies. That could be a good one, dude. All in one step. Ooh, I like that one, dude. I like that one. Thank you, thank you. All right, dudes. Composer scripts all in one step. Run them all. Run them all like this. Exactly. All right, dudes. I think this is good enough. We need to make progress here, okay? So once I'm finishing with my talk, which should be at the end, what do I have at the end? So composer scripts, run them all. La 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 la. Cool. This will be like this. How typically I end my presentations? I literally forgot. So I'm gonna remove all of this because we don't need this anymore. I think I'm gonna end with my socials. Yeah. Gonna end with my socials, literally. What are my socials? My YouTube channel, yeah. Give me a follow, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm gonna literally say YouTube Nuno Maduro. That's it. Oh yeah, baby. Just like so. I can also do this, typically, to give it a different color. Oof. This is horrible. How about this? So much better. People may not get what is in the font, though, but I'm gonna keep it like this, I think. Marco is asking... how someone becomes so good in PHP to get into the Laravel core team. What was your path? That's a good question. I was actually doing a lot of JavaScript before joining Laravel. but I don't know. I always have been passionate about, you know, about programming and, you know, PHP, JavaScript, web development, open source. I started giving talks before even joining Laravel as well. Laracast was kind of fundamental to me, to be honest. I was just thinking, while I was speaking to you guys, that I created an article a few years ago. Call it Illuminate Your Career. There we go. So I wrote this article 7 years ago, okay? 7 years ago. And this article is about how can you illuminate your career. Now, this is literally what have worked for me. And the first thing I mentioned about this is be passionate, okay? So let's just read this a little bit, okay? So I wrote this article literally 7 years ago, and it highlights some of the most important things I think are important for your career growth, okay? The very first thing is be passionate. Let's start from the beginning. When I was 18, I went to the university in Portugal, where I have made a master in computer science. And I wasn't a traditional geek or super talented developer. I liked computers and programming, but I simply preferred football and being with friends. And this is true. I literally remembered that I used to go to college and I only could think about literally going home, go back to my, you know, soccer career basically, or just play video games, okay? And when I was in university, I also started my first job in a startup near my hometown, working with CodeIgniter and HTML and Angular. So this is also true. I basically started with CodeIgniter in AngularJS. I know. So everything went perfectly, and I was making money while I was being a student at the same time. But I had a problem, which was I wasn't passionate about my job. So again, I was working in the regular company, working from 9 to 5, and the truth is that I wasn't passionate about my job. So going to my job was kind of a nightmare, you know? I wasn't happy, and I didn't like what I was doing. And, you know, for example, it was like Sunday, and just thinking that it's like Monday, next day, it was just sad for me, you know? And something I found at the time was literally the Laravel community. And I found that there is this guy called Taylor Otwell, which literally puts a lot of care and love into their work. And he also said this in a Stack Overflow or Stack Change question. So this is a quote from Taylor Otwell. Sometimes I spend ridiculous amount of time, hours, agonizing over making code look pretty. I mean, making things look symmetrical. I will actually rapidly scroll through the entire class to see if anything jumps out as not looking pretty or clean. So this is like something that jumped to me immediately, because normally a developer that uses Laravel does not care how Laravel is coded behind the scenes. But Laravel still puts a lot of effort into make things clean. This is like fantastic, because typically people don't see how things are coded on the vendor directory, you know? But still, Taylor puts a lot of, you know, time into that. So this was my conclusion. In this line of work, you must be passionate. Thank you so much, Sita Lexis, for the resubscription through Prime 2 months. Lexis is saying the following. I've been a Laravel fan since forever. I collaborated on Laravel Portugal, API, and Ops Coach open source projects, and other little collaborations. Do you usually accept random collaborations in your projects? Yes, I do. So if you go, for example, to my work in progress at the moment, which is past plugin browser, here we go. You can literally contribute to this project, okay? I'm gonna send it to you. And this is the active project I'm working on at the moment with John Patricio, and probably I'm gonna add, I think it's Clam Blanco. I'm gonna probably add Clam Blanco into this project as well as an admin. So the goal is that we develop this as a community, all right? Thank you so much for the subscription on Prime, by the way. I really appreciate that. As I was saying, my conclusion to this, after seeing how much passion Taylor is the following. You must be passionate. The lack of passion will become an issue, and other developers will just become better than you. This is just the hard reality, dude. If you don't put grind into this software engineer career, others will just become better at you, okay? When you work as a software developer, there is so many things to learn, you know, so many different topics to learn, that if you just don't put the grind into it, others will become just better than you, okay? So obviously, you don't want to spend time working on things that you don't like. So just try to find your passion on the software engineer topic, and don't rest until you find it. Something as well which I found important early in my career was find my way of learning, okay? So when I was literally trying to find my passion within the software engineer career, I also find my way of learning things, which was Laracasts. We talk about Laracasts pretty much every single day here on the live stream. And indeed, I noticed that I have started learning so fast with Laracasts, where I was literally consuming 4 to 5 hours a day on Laracasts, okay? So all that Laracast content I have been sharing with you guys, I was literally consuming that content 4 or 5 hours a day. Like a drug, indeed. Just forgive my way of writing. This was pre-ChatGPT times, okay? So things might be a little bit bad here, okay? But I was literally consuming so much knowledge that I couldn't stop taking advantage of the hype. Laracast makes you understand that words like testing, solid, REST, IOC, container are just that, words. And everything that was so complicated just became so simple. Jeffrey is an amazing teacher. So probably the reason why I've learned so fast, it was because of Larakas. And I also mentioned here some of the best lessons I have taken from Larakas: object-oriented bootcamp, solid principles in PHP, and design patterns in PHP. Let's take a moment to read the chat here real quick. Yeah, you can contribute to that project, Past Plugin Browser. It's awesome, okay? Mthabad is saying, I'm working in a company project on Laravel 8. Will that make me behind of development? Or if no, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like Laravel, it didn't change that much since Laravel 8. So if you're using Laravel 8, first of all, don't worry. Okay, it's not a problem. You can use tools like Corrector PHP, so you can literally upgrade your Laravel version very quickly. Okay. So it won't put you behind of anyone, okay? You can still grind as a side project or even during your work to learn new things, okay? Laravel Pint doesn't work yet on Blade, okay? And to conclude the topic of the learning is you must find your way of learning. There are a lot of tools that can make you wise. You must search until you can find someone that until you find something that makes learning easy for you. The final one, so I mentioned 3 things. The first one being be passionate, right there. The second one being find your way of learning. The third one, which probably is one of the most important ones, is expose yourself to criticism, okay? So I moved to Paris to get in touch with better professionals and developers. Indeed, I basically had to move to Paris back then because of family reasons, but because as well to find a better job position. And at the time, I started my journey as open source developer. So after Larakas, open source was probably the best thing that happened in my career. I was exposing coding, implementations, ideas to everyone. So literally, when you guys come to this project we are developing now together, and you make a pull request, you are literally exposing yourself to criticism, because I'm going to review your pull request right here on the stream, and you will be learning things from my review, okay? So that's insanely important. Otherwise, you don't know what is wrong. And I feel like sometimes there is a lot of developers who work by themselves their entire career, and it doesn't mean anything if you have 40 years of experience alone. You know what I mean? It's kind of difficult to explain, but sometimes people come to you and say, oh, I have more than 30 years of PHP professional career. And my reaction is, all right, cool. You have 30 years of professional experience, but how was that experience? Who have you worked with? What companies have you worked with as well? Because if you have 30 years of experience, but literally alone, working by yourself, and you are the only software engineer in your company, probably, you don't have other people seeing your code, so you don't know what is best. So this is part of what exposing yourself to criticism is about. It's literally like working with other software engineers, working with other talented people, and just understand that you cannot master everything and learn from the others, okay? So that exposure made myself grow as a developer. Indeed, I was working with other people when I moved to Paris. And after a bunch of failed projects, I have created 2 successful projects. One is called Laravel 0, insanely popular. The second one is called Collision, which contains more than 2,000 million downloads at the moment, included on the Laravel framework as well. So my conclusion to this is you must expose yourself to criticism. Only criticism makes you growth. You will never become better if you don't know which part of you can improve. So true. Start with a podcast, a talk, an article, or open source. Just start. So cool. And back in the days, oh my God, this was like my goals for that year. Keep being active in open source. Keep proposing features to the core of Laravel. So back in the days, I wasn't working for Laravel even. Speak in one conference, so I've spoken multiple since then, which is awesome. Launch a product. I have launched products but not the traditional SaaS projects. You know, I've launched things like, you know, Pinkery or Past PHP, but yeah, it may count as a product because I was making money out of it. Okay, I'm gonna send you this article in case you guys want to see this. There we go. Yeah, I do speak French. I do speak French, Portuguese, and English. Ducatan is saying, I'm looking for a way of involving as a developer, kind of eat the plateau at work, probably start a new open source project. I do have an idea, I just have to start. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I also feel like if you feel that you have eaten the plateau at work, a good idea might be, for example, start attending to meetups. We have a lot of meetups in Portugal, and you know that will put you in contact with other developers, possibly other software engineer positions, and you know, better places to continue to improve your career. Jukuchen is asking, what are the failed projects you are talking about? I don't know. I remember like back in the day starting literally open source projects where they never saw the, you know, the release basically because I just didn't know what to do or they were just bad, you know what I mean? Eventually Collision in Laravel 0, they were successful, which is important. Are you French? Nice, nice, Clem. Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Nuno, je suis développeur chez Laravel et aujourd'hui j'ai fait le développement pour vous sur ma stream. My French is just horrible, but okay, folks, let's keep going. What time is it? All right, we still have a few minutes to keep going working on this presentation, okay? So, in terms of slides, I think I'm happy, okay? So in terms of slides, this is what we have. Literally, my first slide is kind of turning off Wi-Fi, notifications off, blah, 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 kind of preparing myself to go on stage. Here I go on stage, I present myself, I say that I work for Laravel, I said I have created past PHP, but today I'm here to talk about modern PHP tooling. I'm gonna give you everything you need to know for linting, fixing typos automatically, having type safety in PHP, modern syntax, parallel testing, type coverage, code coverage, architectural testing, in all of this automatically using one single command. That being said, let's get started. The first topic I want to talk about is literally linting. As you may well know, Laravel ships with Laravel Pint. If you don't know, Laravel Pint is a modern PHP. To get started, the only thing you have to do, and then I jump to the PHP Storm. So this will be like literally on the left, jump to the PHP Storm. So I want to make sure I have everything installed here. So I'm going to go to my terminal and kind of install all these tools, okay? Let's go into the Laravel project I have here in type. So Pint comes by default, so I don't even need to do anything. I feel something I want to show to people is my Pint configuration. So I'm going to create the Pint.json, but I'm going to call this file like Pint uncomment me. You know what I mean? So literally I have this Pint configuration file literally ready to go. And the only thing I have to do is just explain to people that by default, Pint is like this, works this way, is awesome, blah, 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 but you can do so much more. And then I just show the entire Pint configuration we are using on Pendstorm. What do you guys think about that? Good idea? Not good idea? Yeah, it's deck set, man. My accent is great. Oh, thank you, thank you. But yeah. So let's go here into our pint.json and just copy paste the entire thing, okay? So what I want to tell to people is that Pint is great by default, we'll do this and that, but it is so much more. Here I'm going to use this very special configuration file, which I'm going to share with you at the end of the live stream, just to elaborate a little bit on the level of customization you can do with Laravel Pint. And then I just come to the console and just type vendor-bin pint with this new configuration file, just to show to people how cool it is, like this ordering class elements, but potentially other things like strict typing and blah, 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 blah. Okay? So this looks okay. All right, next step. PackPHP. You probably don't know PackPHP, but PackPHP just took the community by storm. It was developed by me and my beautiful audience on Twitch and YouTube. And PackPHP literally detects typos in your project. To get started, the only thing you have to do is type composer require PackPHP, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's type composer require PackPHP -- dev. So I want to have these dependencies ready to go so we don't have to worry about them. Ooh, what are you complaining though? Oh, is Pack not stable yet? You didn't know that. How about now? There you go. VS Code? Nah, dude, PHP Storm is literally the best editor for PHP development, okay? I don't know what you guys think. I mean, VS Code is cool, okay? VS Code is cool, and if you are coming from a VS Code background, you have now the Laravel extension for VS Code, which is awesome. However, I do feel personally that PHP Storm is just miles ahead of everything you may have seen on the PHP ecosystem. Okay, that's just my opinion. What editor do you guys use, by the way? Do you guys use VS Code, Sublime Text, PHP Storm? Write on the comments. I'm actually curious about that. Oh my god, I typed packphp/past instead of /pack. There we go. Oh, Emily Dev, thank you so much. I just noticed that. Thank you. Arsons is saying that he uses NeoVim. Interesting. NetBeans, are you serious? Oh my god. PHP Storm, PHP Storm, PHP Storm, PHP Storm. Adobe Dreamweaver. PHP Storm as well. Oh my god, a lot of people PHP Storm. That's awesome. Also, sometimes people use VS Code, I see. So we have like, you know, probably like 25% of people here using VS Code. But most of people here use PHP Storm. We also have a few people here which uses NeoVim. All right, folks. So PackPHP installed. I do want to start with the configuration on Pack. So if I run vendor-bin pack right now, configuration file created, which is awesome, and no misspellings. So to demo Pack will be kind of easy, you know. I just go to my app service provider and I'm gonna just type, you know, some sort of something stupid like application without the N, for example, and obviously PackPHP will just tell me and point me in the right direction that application should be application. This is a good one, an easy one, okay? So let's go into our slides and possibly do something which is just below every single section. I'm gonna write the things I'm gonna say on the demo. How do I type comments here though? I forgot. Deck set comments. Presenter notes, exactly. All right, I just do this. Awesome. So on Paint, I'm gonna demo the default style of Paint, uncomment the paint.json, and showcase advanced options. On Pack, this one will be 1 minute. We said 3 minutes, I think. This will be 1 minute. Pack, just demo simple typo on application service provider. Okay, app service provider actually. On PHP Stan, which we need to install first, so let's type composer require Larastan. Actually, should I mention Larastan here? Let's mention PHP Stan, and then yeah, let's mention PHP Stan. Let's type Larastan /Larastan --dev, and I need to probably introduce the configuration file. And the configuration file is this one. I still use Sublime Text sometimes. Don't tell anyone. What's up, Alan? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you, dude. A lot of people use VS Code. Fabinho, use Z. What is Z, dude? I don't even know. I thought Z was a console app, basically. Max Vin is asking if Paint does type checking. No, Paint does do only code formatting. Okay, so make sure your code is basically formatted correctly. So if I go, for example, into my controller, for example, and if I do something stupid like this, obviously we don't need this space here, you know? So what Paint does is kind of fixing this for us. Bam, you see, automatically, just like that. Watch this again. Bam, automatically, you know, which is pretty cool. So this is Paint, okay? So we have Paint for for styling. We have Pack for typos, so literally detecting typos in your code. We have PHP Stan for type safety. How can I demo type safety in a cool way? I may have to think about this one. Do you guys have any idea how can I show how powerful PHP Stan is in the very simple way? You're welcome, Maxivane. That's awesome that you made that question, by the way. Dev Even is asking if it's possible to combine Larastan with Laravel IDE helper. I'm not sure. I don't have an answer to that question. Sorry, man. Agent is saying that Z is equal to VS Code. Oh, interesting. Probably like another VS Code wrapper. I have seen a bunch of VS Code wrappers recently, especially because of AI. Victor is asking if Paint is a wrapper of PHP CS Fixer. Yes, it is. FS is asking if Paint only checks the app folder. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I think it does check all the folders, like test, for example. So if I go here, for example, and I do something dummy like this, Paint will fix this, I think. There we go. You see? Oh, Clem is saying for PHP Stan, use a wrong import. Okay, we can do that. Like, for example, I think I'm going to use something on the web PHP, for example. Potentially something like this. User. Oh, I have an idea. Articles. And then I just type function just like this, and then article, return article all, or view articles with all my articles, right? And what I can do here is literally forget to import this file. That's a good idea. Thank you, thank you. So I do this. I do need to create the model though. So I'm going to type PHP artisan make model article. So my model article is on the models folder. Obviously, PHP stand will complain the shit out of this, right? Oh, I don't have yet my PHP stand configuration though. So PHP stand.neon. Here we go. Level 5. Yeah, let's keep it simple. I want to check as well the routes. How about now? Oh my god, it's so annoying. I'm gonna ignore this one, I think. Or do a controller. Should I do a controller? Let's do a controller real quick. PHP artisan make controller. Article controller. And let's have a public function index that returns all of my articles. Okay, this should do it because we don't have the article model, right? Okay, and I can go. I don't think I even need this. Do I? Yeah, let's add it just for the sake of doing it. There we go. All right, how about now? I'm gonna remove now the this one, level 5. Let's run our PHP stand. Oops, that's a good one. All right, here we go. I think I'm gonna use though PHP stand in level 4 perhaps, so it doesn't complain about the view string. There you go, perfect. MYN350 is asking if I do recommend the return type for the controller method. Absolutely, I recommend literally return types all over the place. You should type all your code. Like, there is no reason why you wouldn't type your code in 2025. So just do it. Okay, Sam about Zed is saying the following. Zed is not a wrapper. It's built from the ground up in Rust. Interesting. Camus is saying that, what is your opinion about Kodana? I haven't seen Kodana yet. I don't know what Kodana is about. AirSenses is saying, do you know why Laravel doesn't use return types in controllers when you make one with Artisan? Yes, I do. It's because the amount of return possibilities you have here is huge. So if you have an app on Inertia, this will return an inertia response. If you have an app with Blade, this will return a view. If you have an app in Livewire, this will return a Livewire component. If you have an API, this will return probably an array or potentially a response API. So the amount of returning possibilities here is just huge. So it's the only place where we have decided not to type on Laravel 10 when I have embraced that task of typing everything, basically. M the Mod is asking if there is a way of running C code in PHP. There is multiple ways, including the one Adrian is saying, using FFI extensions. Or you just code your own extension, which probably is too much. Type coverage only checks for the app folder for no particular reason. I think is the only place we should check for type coverage, basically. Okay, this looks cool for now. Do we have another example? Oh, we can probably leave a DD, for example. PHP Standard will also complain about that, I think. There we go. Unreachable code. Yeah, this is awesome. Let's leave a DD right here in the middle, okay? All right, PHP Stan will complain about that. Let's go to our index.md and type here that demo unreachable code plus missing import. There's probably other things we can do to make this a little bit more sexy. Other thing to do. Okay, Reactor PHP. What time is it? I may have to go, actually. Yeah, that's 1 hour in already. Let's continue to work on this tomorrow. I think we made an amazing progress today, though. Okay, I want to push everything so you guys have access to this, okay? So I'm going to type git add-p and commit this stuff with whip, with the best commit message in the world. I'm going to push this stuff. And if you guys have suggestions about things I should do, let me know, okay? I'm going to send you the repo, which is right here, modern PHP Tooling talk. There you go. There we go. So if you guys have suggestions, let me know. What else can I say about this? Yeah, I think today we have made amazing progress, though, like regarding the talk. If I go here, I have literally almost a talk ready to go, which is absolutely cool. Why this is it like broken low? There we go. Laravel won't include, well, you can, with native PHP apparently, you can build mobile apps using PHP and Laravel. So my presentation, I'm gonna try to do my presentation real quick already. Let's do it. Please say welcome to Nuno Maduro on stage. Woo! Hello, Laracon. Super happy to be here today. For those who don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro. I'm a PHP and Laravel developer. I do work for Laravel, so I'm a Laravel core team member and the creator of one of the most popular testing frameworks in the world, PHP. Today I'm here to speak about one of my favorite topics in the recent months, which is modern PHP tooling, because I still feel that today, in 2025, a lot of people don't know what are the current modern tools on the PHP ecosystem. So today we're going to talk about linting, fixing typos, type checking, modern syntax, parallel testing, type coverage, code coverage, architectural testing, and composer scripts. Oof, what happened here? Oh, okay, I cannot have a comment close to that line. Interesting. Okay, should be good now. There we go. 1 second, chat. There you go. The first thing I'd like to show you is Laravel Paint for linting. A lot of people may know Laravel Paint because it just comes by default on the Laravel skeleton, and it's indeed an awesome tool for styling your code. By default, Laravel Paint does this and that. So here I would actually do like demo basically on live coding basically, okay? However, there is still a lot of missing things or things that people don't know what I'd like to show you today. This is my default configuration on Laravel Paint, which comes by blah, 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 blah. And as you can see, you can customize Paint in ways that people typically don't know. The next tool I'd like to show you, it's called PHP, which was recently released about 3 months ago, and is just awesome in the breeze to include in your project. You just type composer require PHP, blah, 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 and by default, PHP will just automatically fix all the typos in your code. Let me show you an example. Here I'm going to go to my app service provider, click on that thing, blah, 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 and then as soon as I run Laravel Paint, next. The next one I'd like to show you is probably one of my favorite tools I have seen. It's probably my favorite tool on the PHP ecosystem. It's called PHP Stan. You may not know PHP Stan, but you may have seen on a Laravel ecosystem something called LaraStan. LaraStan allows you to have type safety in your project. So why this is important? I'm going to show you 2 examples which hopefully will convince you to use LaraStan in your project tomorrow. I'm going to move here into my article controller and do this and do that. And as you can see, PHP Stan is incredibly useful, and hopefully you are starting to using blah, blah, blah. Next, I want to show you something which literally allows you to keep your code up to the latest modern standards in the PHP industry. It's called Reactor PHP, and allows you to have code modernization. You can literally have your PHP code ready for the new upcoming version of PHP in seconds. To get started, you just type composer require reactor PHP. Once you do that, you need a special configuration file which contains this and that. I like to keep my reactor configuration file just like so I can use code quality, because reactor PHP by default have a bunch of rules, so we are going to talk about them. Next, of course, you probably know past PHP. It's already included on Laravel, the documentation, but also the skeleton. But something or an option not a lot of people know about is literally parallel testing. And parallel testing in new modern laptops today can make your test suite so much faster. I'm going to show you an example. So here I'm going to run the test suite without parallel testing and with parallel testing and show to people how parallel testing can be powerful. Next, type coverage. Now, types are recently new in the PHP ecosystem, introduced in PHP, However, something a little bit annoying is that it's difficult to understand what are the places missing types. So for that, I'm going to introduce you to something that ships natively with past PHP, which is type coverage. You just have to type -- type coverage, and you literally have a full report in your terminal about the missing places you are missing types. So I'm going to run this. So I'm going to run on a demo, show the place to people where they can add types, Now, a different thing, which is not type coverage, is code coverage. Sometimes you may have pieces of code which you don't know that you are not testing. However, with code coverage, you can literally have a report in your terminal that not only will tell you the places that are not being covered, but will also ensure that new introduced code will always be covered by tests. You get started, Finally, I'm going to show you a recent addition we have made on past PHP recently about 12 months ago, which is architectural testing. And honestly, it's just the best thing that ever happened on the past PHP community. You just go to your console and you do this and you do that. Bam, bam, boom. Show 3 lines of code, a bunch of stuff happening. Done. Ooh, what happened here? Okay, missing this. Finally, if you jump to a project and you see all of this tooling, it might get complicated to understand or literally to know which command line scripts to run. That's why today I'd like to show you something really handy on the Composer ecosystem, which not a lot of people know about, which is literally Composer scripts. You just jump into your composer.json, and every time you are using a tool, you just add that tool to this list of scripts. And at the end, you use Composer test to run your entire test suite. Bam, bam, boom, gada boom, gada boom. And that's it for me today. I hope everyone enjoyed my conference talk. Catch you guys next time. Peace out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Looks cool? Come on, man. In 2 hours, In 2 hours, this is not bad. All right. So I want some claps. Claps for Nuno and for you guys for helping me out with this. Okay. This talk, I will present it at Laracon, India. Okay. This one. However, I don't have a lot of time because I'm literally moving to... So there is Laravel Cloud coming out, of course. So that will take me like a bunch of the next few days. Then I'm going to travel to Dubai before Laracon, India. So I will spend like 5 days on Dubai before traveling to India. If you know anyone from Dubai, let me know because I'm keen to make friends over there. So I do kind of have to prepare everything this week, basically. So tomorrow I feel like we are going to dive a little bit into the tiny details of this talk and kind of have it a little bit better prepared. So I want to kind of include some of the live coding session on this presentation. Obviously, start to memorize some of the things I will say and counting on you guys to help me out, hopefully, okay? Thank you, Dripping Castle. Emily Nev, thank you. This talk deserves 2 hours? Nah, 30 minutes is enough. Thank you, Pavel. Joanne, thank you. Sebastian, thank you so much. Sasser, thank you. And Joanne as well. Fares as well. You're on Dubai? Let me know. Ping me, dude. Go to my Discord channel and let me know. Or follow me on any of these socials, by the way. If you guys don't follow me on these socials, just do it now, okay? I have Instagram, TikTok, all that cool stuff. All right, dudes, today I'm so happy, man. I'm so glad that I've made like a lot of good progress already on this talk. So happy. One little thing though, I want to talk with you guys about the browser testing plugin we are working on, okay? So I have given permission to João Patricio to start working on merging some of these pull requests, okay? So as you guys well know, we are building a wrapper around Playwright. First of all, we want to mimicate literally the API on Dusk, but you guys can very easily already contribute to this project, okay? João Patricio is already with permissions to merge pull requests, but also to review them. And I will likely to give permissions to Clem Blanco, which is, I think he have made a lot of contributions already, so I feel it makes sense. There we go. More code than me, as you can see. So I'm going to probably give him permissions as well. Dude, you hate browser testing because you never have used Playwright. That's why. Trust me. Trust me on that, okay? Playwright is literally the best thing in the planet for browser testing, and you will love this plugin, I can tell you that, okay? All right, folks. Playwright is awesome. Playwright is awesome. You guys need to use Playwright, okay? If you never have used Playwright, trust me, it's just awesome. And once it's available on the PHP ecosystem, which is currently a work in progress, will be even better. All right, folks, I love you all, but it's time to rate someone. If in case you don't know, in case you're watching me from YouTube, every time we end the stream, we basically rate someone, which means send people to another live stream. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to send you guys for someone who is coding a Game Boy Color with CSS, which does look cool indeed, okay? It was awesome to be here today with you all. Tomorrow we are back to work a little bit more on this presentation. I want to elaborate a little bit more on some of these topics, and I need your help, okay? I need your help to help me out and to just let me know if things look cool, okay? That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation today and the live stream. It was awesome to be with you guys. I love you all. Peace out.